We have finally made it. It's finally Friday. Whoop, whoop.
Woo,
I like
woo.
to say it's Friday.
Friday in the dazzle.
How are you doing, my darling?
I'm always fantastic.
But let's do this properly. Good morning and welcome to another exciting edition of Smell the Coffee. We're so excited because it's a Friday, but I am Diana Master alongside the wonderful, amazing, lovely Aina Riza Quayo, the sexiest
Of these
sexy.
sexy.
And that's on period.
Purr. You're going to put me in a good mood because you introduced me like the way I want to be introduced. And you are the first MC or host or TV presenter / media personality to actually get the phrase correct.
But
So,
I mean,
well done.
thank you. It's facts, though.
I might book you for like a gig or 1,000 because now you've impressed me.
I've impressed you.
Yes.
I mean, you can just send the money through to my PA.
Oh,
My
well,
PA will deal with that. So how's your Friday going?
No, my Friday is fantastic. I mean, the Friday just started. Well, not just started for us, but you know, some of our viewers are only waking up now. They are going to work. Some of them are watching us live from their living room, which is absolutely fine. Some of them are watching us from social media.
Tourismus Namibia is a weekly tourism show that brings you the latest news in the tourism industry and topics related to that. Tourismus aims at reaching travelers, accommodation, restaurant establishments, agricultural and financial institutions. The show focuses on tourism news, where to travel to fit your budget, 4x4 drives, routes and destinations, and so much more. Tourismus is broadcasted on NTV, Oneuptwo.com and cross-chat on the following Facebook platforms: the Republikein, Algemene Zeitung, Namibian Sun and Namibia Media Holdings. Contact Tourismus at synergy.com.na for news and advertising related queries. Tourismus, bringing the world to Namibia.
We do apologize for that. We did have a few technical difficulties, but nevertheless, we move.
Yes.
We're on the up and up. Getting into our first story, Trevor Noah secures Amazon Prime Video hosting gig a few months after leaving The Daily Show. World-renowned South African comedian Trevor Noah is set to host Amazon Prime Video's very first South African original LOL Last One Laughing. The subscription video streaming and rental service announced that LOL Last One Laughing will be an unscripted 6-part comedy series which will launch early in 2024. The series will see 39-year-old former The Daily Show host pit 10 famous South African comedians and entertainers against one another for a grand prize of 1 million rand that goes to South African charity of the winner's choice. US culture platform Variety reports that the format will see the contestants battle to see who can keep a straight face while simultaneously trying to make their opponents laugh.
You know what, Ne? When I had going to a charity, to be honest, I was almost disappointed. Because
in all honesty, yes.
Like, I thought the money was going to come to me. Wabana,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
In all honesty, I definitely agree with you. We're not saying that it's bad that they're giving it to a charity.
But they could also give
But
it
they could also,
to...
exactly, they could say a portion of that prize money goes to...
I wonder if the participants are getting paid, or this is entirely and holistically just a charity
It
show.
could just be a charity event, in all honesty.
Yo, but there are some celebrities without money, guys.
What do you mean? There are some. Most celebrities don't have money, especially in Africa.
Yes.
African celebrities are struggling.
It's true.
You are there with 1 million followers on Instagram, but there's not 1 million rand in your account.
There's barely $15
in your account. You're there like it's HME.
Yeah,
Can I come for lunch at your house?
I think we need to look at the terms and conditions,
Yeah.
maybe the rules and the guidelines of this game. I mean, if you could say that, okay, we are going to give every participant like 20,000.
At least a little something.
I would be open. Like, I don't have money.
Yeah.
So I would be open to participating.
Because the thing is, right, 1 million rand is a lot of money.
Yes.
And it's good that you're giving it to a charity.
Charity.
But I don't want to be selfish, but in all honesty, I'm the one that's doing all the work. You know what I'm saying? So at least give me a portion. Rather, let's split the money half and half. Or if you want to be that great, you can be like, okay, 70% goes to the charity, and 30% goes to the winner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But congratulations to Trevor.
Definitely.
Noah.
He's within his bag.
Yo, one thing about Trevor, he keeps collecting these millions.
The coins, honey, collect the coins.
Now moving on to our next story, Gwyneth Paltrow has prevailed in the civil trial relating to a 2016 ski collision. Now, Utah jury on Thursday found Paltrow, an award-winning Oscar actor and the founder of the CEO Group, not liable and ruled in her favor in the counterclaim against the man who sued her. The man's name is Terry Sanderson, a retired optometrist who sued Paltrow over lasting injuries he said he sustained when the two collided at the Dee Valley Resort in Park City, Utah, more than 7 years ago. Now, the jury in the civil trial deliberated for a little over 2 hours before returning their verdict in favor of Gwyneth, who testified that it was Sanderson who skied into her bag and she was found down on the slope, excuse me. Now, the trial began on the 21st of March. Sanderson's attorney on Thursday asked a jury to consider his client's brain injury and life expectancy, suggesting the jury award him $3.2 million. Now, Sanderson's claimed alleged that his damages were more than $300,000. He said that when Paltrow won the case, she was seen placing her hand on his shoulder and said to him, "I wish you well," and walked out. And there is she walking out after saying, "I wish you well."
In all honesty, I don't feel like Gwyneth was taking this trial seriously from the get-go, because there was like a body language expert that was basically analyzing how she was walking into the courtroom, and they were saying she was literally walking in like a teacher who couldn't care less. Like, she was just walking in like a teacher who had to do her job, get her money, and go.
She didn't have any emotion.
She had no emotion. I think in her mind she was like, no, I'm the one in the right. I'm going to win this case.
Yeah.
But why would you go?
She said he collided
into
her.
Yeah.
And she fell down the slope.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Now he is suing her. What?
Because she has money. Get your bag.
Yeah, because she's a celebrity.
Get your bag. But I mean, why would she? That was very, in a way, I would say condescending.
I wanted to say,
come
though,
and be like, I wish you all the best.
After you winning.
I wish you well.
Oh, well, for what if you? Yeah, if I didn't win the money.
No, she was just throwing shade. She was like, listen, I know you're trying to sue me, and it failed. So in your future endeavors,
I wish you well. Maybe you can sue someone in the future,
and then they'll. Not me. But it's not me. Now, moving over, Selena Gomez's Disney character was meant to be bisexual. The 30-year-old actress played Alex Russo on the Disney show The Wizards of Waverly Place between 2007 and 2012, and Peter Murrieta, the show's producer, has now revealed that the character was initially supposed to have been bisexual. Murrieta told the Wizards of Waverly podcast, "I wish we could have played more with what was quite obvious to a lot of us, which was the relationship between Stevie and Alex." The producer said the Disney Channel wasn't ready for a same-sex couple at the time.
Firstly, let's talk about Selena's age. I cannot believe she's now 30. I'll never unsee her as a
As
child
Alex
character.
Russo.
Like even this picture, what is this? Why didn't we use an older picture of Selena since she's now 30?
An older one or a recent one?
Recent one.
I mean...
Oh, is this the recent image?
No. This is when she was Alex on Wizards of Waverly Place. So if we could actually see in the other picture, that was the character that she was meant to be in a relationship with.
So now why the revelation that the character was supposed to be bisexual?
That's my problem.
What do we care?
My problem is most of these producers and writers are now claiming, oh no, my character was actually meant to be bisexual. Oh no, my character was actually
So why
meant to be
wasn't
this.
it?
Apparently, Disney wasn't ready for a same-sex couple at the time, so that's who she was supposedly be romantically involved with. But because Disney wasn't ready for that, and I guess at the time it was quite controversial. But my problem is most of these writers are coming out now, and I feel like it's a way to get clout.
Now why are you telling us, like, that's my child? I just don't understand why you are telling us it was supposed to
be.
So what we can do with what this
information?
information?
Exactly, and that's my problem.
Are we going back to reproduce this?
With her as a bisexual character? And my problem is, like I'm saying, I feel like it's just a way to get clout. Because now it's like, oh, haha, me too, I'm an ally. And it's like, listen, you don't have to say the character was meant to be this just because you want to prove you're an ally. You can be an ally
in
without
silence. You can be an ally and not say anything.
Because now imagine most of us that grew up watching Wizards of Waverly Place. There's never been an incident where we could have been like, a little sus. I mean, with High School Musical, there was a character, Ryan, Sharpay's brother. Even when I was young, I was like, that, you know, even though they tried to force a narrative with him and this one girl, we were all like, nah, we all know Ryan doesn't swing that way. You get what I'm saying? So with Alex, I feel like now this writer's just trying to get clout. Like, I'm an ally too.
It's not that serious.
It's not that serious.
It's not a matter of urgency. I don't know why we are here.
It's really, you're right. It's not a matter of urgency.
Now we move over to our next story. Donald Trump officially became the first U.S. president to be charged with a crime. A grand jury in New York has voted to indict the former president over his role in a hush money payment to a porn star. Donald Trump is facing 32 counts related to falsifying business records, and this is according to CNN. Now, Donald Trump is set to turn himself on Tuesday.
So he's turning himself in on Tuesday, and they've officially indicted him with 32
34 counts.
34 counts.
Yeah, and I also saw that the story of the, adult filmmaker who's being spoken about in this story actually came out, and she's on social media. She was saying a few things. I just really didn't open to pay attention, but I saw that there was a lot of attention on her, and she's saying, but she's not fully open because I think she's waiting for Donald then to go, and then she can say her truth.
But just to give a little bit of context about this adult film actress, they were saying that Donald Trump and this actress had an affair, and he paid her hush money.
Yes, like, don't spill the tea.
Don't spill the tea.
Don't go in the street saying that we was together, even though we was together.
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
Basically that's what he's saying.
It's giving a lot. But this just goes to show that no one is above the law.
But balance me quickly. What's wrong with Donald Trump being with an adult filmmaker?
No, there's nothing wrong. They're saying that him paying her hush money is like a form of bribery, and I guess because he was in a position of power at the time.
Or was it when he was a president?
Yeah. I'm sure it's when he was a president.
Is it hush money or is it just service money?
No, they're terming it hush money because it was basically like, here's money, don't reveal the affair. I'm not sure if it was when he was president, but I think it was when he was president, because that's the only way I can make it make sense, that they're saying you were in a position of power and you basically bribed this person to not expose the shady stuff.
But why must the person also expose? Okay, I'm not speaking for bribery, but I think you as a person, if you do something that you think might be might be harmful to your brand, you are going to be like, Shami, let me take you for lunch. Don't say anything. That is bribery.
Yeah.
But also you as a person in whatever, you are trying to protect your brand. And also these are adults. It's not illegal to be with an adult.
No, it's not.
So
but
I don't
the
understand
thing is,
the
remember, it's his brand. Like, if it comes out that he, as a president,
exactly, that's why he went to go give hush money.
Exactly, and that's where the problem lies, because you're bribing this person. Like, if he had just been like, listen,
he should have made her sign an NDA.
Yeah, that would have been a nice way to cover it.
He should have made her sign an NDA.
That's actually a smart way to go about it. But anyway, we'll be keeping an eye on the situation and keeping you up to speed, giving you the latest, seeing how the story actually develops. But we're going to take a quick ad break, and when we return, we get into an interview. Stay tuned.
The Agenda is a weekly national affairs interview program hosted every Sunday by Namibian Sun editor Toivon Jabela, featuring a panel of high-profile newsmakers, analysts, and experts. The Agenda aims to reach high-end news consumers seeking informed understanding of national issues. This show is broadcasted on NTV, Oneuptwo.com, and the Namibia Media Holdings Facebook platform. The Agenda focuses on interviews where we put the nation in the hot seat. Contact Agenda at synergy.com.na to get your product and service in the hot seat. The Agenda, focused on today's conversation.
We are joined in studio by Robin Sergeson, a franchise owner, the OVC franchise owner, here to tell us more about the OVC brand. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me today.
It's awesome. It's always a pleasure to have you. Now, can we get into the first question? Can you tell us more about OVC and what you offer?
Perfect. Yes. So OVC specialize in gap years and essentially youth travel, opening up doors for young people that are leaving high school and university that are ready to travel the world, who want to see, things outside of their home country in a safe way, So we offer a planned and structured gap year. We have been around since the 1950s. I've worked in my organization for almost 20 years now, sending people on a gap year like I did. So we really specialize and tailor gap years for youngsters and hoping we can help the citizens of Namibia to travel the world.
Well, I wish I had known about this when I was in grade 12, and because I feel like this offers a broader perspectives for most students. Getting into our next question, why is it important to offer these services, especially to school leavers and young people?
Yeah, it really does broaden your mind. Often if you are never able to travel out of your country and mix with different cultures and people from around the world, you can sort of have those little blinkers on. And we like to call our gap years the chance to participate and study in the University of Life. It's an opportunity to really grow and become more independent and to just become a better you. My gap year really opened doors for myself. I am a franchisee now because of my gap year that I did, owning a business. And we really hope to see that gap years can change your life, whether it be traveling through multiple countries, whether it be going to a country and bringing back that culture and starting your own adventure or venture on a business scale or going into studies or anything back home. We hope that your gap year changes you in terms of that and offers a better future for you in the long term.
Awesome. Now, can we get into some of what would be offered? Let's say if I was a grade 12 student coming to you, what are my options? What would I be looking at? Is it au pair work? Is it just travel? Is it studying and working? Can we get into a little bit of the services?
Yes, we can definitely. So, a very popular school leaver program would be our au pair programs. one that I did as a school leaver. We have au pairing in America and Europe. And also a nice fun one for school leavers is our summer camp program, which is a shorter sort of program over the American summer, very popular. So those are nice for the school leavers. We do have for university graduates doing hospitality and agriculture internships as well for the US, where they can actually go and get international experience as well. And strangely enough, you know, we always focus on the school leaver and the varsity leaver. However, we do have English teaching abroad. And I'm seeing a very big trend in Namibia of people that are wanting to, from the ages of 20 up to 40, and even a little bit older than that, wanting to actually go teach English overseas. So we can help Namibians to teach English in Cambodia as well as Japan. And we also do have, going on to more the study side of it, studying in the UK and New Zealand with a variety of different courses, which will give you great international accreditation, you know, opportunities for onward work and possibly life in the UK and New Zealand. So we have the more just the gap year work option, or we also have the option of some educational side of things as well.
Wow, this is really exciting, and it's not only limited to just school students. Anybody can partake in this.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people are like yourself. Oh, why didn't I hear about this when I was 20 or whatever, you know? So as the world is becoming more open and people are able to travel, especially post-COVID, a lot of people are quite adventurous. You know, they want to get out and they want to see things. So you don't have to be a school leaver or a varsity leaver. You don't have to have a degree or necessarily any specific qualifications or work experience. That is what a gap year is. It's just that chance to go and do something different, to travel, to have fun, maybe make some money, make new friends. So if you're curious, don't think you're too old. Ask us, and if we have something, we'll help you.
Well, I'm definitely curious. I want to know, is the period just for a year, or it can be longer, or how does it work with the programs?
Yes. So typically with something as short as a summer camp, it'll be 3 months roughly. And then your au pair programs are always a minimum of 1 year. And then you do get to, in certain countries, extend for a second. And you can also do au pairing sort of back to back. So you could end up living in America and Europe for a period of about 5 or 6 years au pairing. Teaching programs are typically much longer and could actually be permanent in a way. You know, there you could actually go and do your first year contract, and if you really enjoy it, continue to extend your stay. And I'm just having a look at our hospitality banner behind me and thinking I should have told you about our fantastic option to go to the Middle East and Asia, which are hospitality internships, because they're in hotels, but you don't necessarily have had to study hospitality. So if you've done sort of a marketing degree and you now want to go and work in the marketing side of the hotel, we can offer internships in that, more the accounting and the office side. Or if you want to be directly working with the customers, that's a pretty cool option. So that opens the doors to many graduates. And again, with Middle East Asia, that could also be a longer experience. So it'll vary from 2-3 months to a couple of years, or what you make of it, if you start adding on the gap years to each other.
Wow, this sounds like really, really amazing opportunities, and I'm almost like, wow, why didn't I know about this when I was in grade 12? But onto that, how, what's the plan around getting the public, the schools involved in this kind of projects? Do you guys have a marketing campaign around this?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Every year we busy ourselves with visiting high schools. Obviously, we are based in Johannesburg, so we make a point of coming to Namibia 2 to 3 times a year and ensuring that we visit all in as many high schools as we can as a start. All of our tertiary institutes we have good relations with, and we set up and attend their career days and present at the colleges and universities. We present at the schools. We participate in career days. We're very excited about the opportunity to finally attend our first tourism expo. We have partaken in as many events as we can within the country. And I think it's a great way to, you know, be on these platforms where you earn the credibility, where people trust your brand and trust your product, because that is a big concern for a lot of people is, you know, there's so many people out there that sort of try and scam you or whatever. So it's very nice to be involved and market professionally and present ourselves as an organization that truly does offer a great gap year. So we do our best to get around. You know, sometimes people are just in far corners that you can't reach, but public word of mouth is fantastic, and we get referrals from all over, from people that have been on our programs, people that want to go on our programs, that have heard and shared the news with their friends. So we're very grateful for a fantastic word of mouth within our industry as well.
Yes, you just touched on showcasing at the Tourism Expo. Why would you say it's important for you guys being there at the Tourism Expo?
I think it's nice for us to see the different exhibitors, you know, see what people are enjoying about tourism. Where do they want to go? What do they want to see? What do they want to do? For us as a brand to be there at such a prestigious event where we are, you know, in front of the public and they can see that.
Well, it is a Friday and the weekend is upon us. Speaking of, Glenn is just going to be at Pick n Pay tomorrow, and we're going to see what they have for us on tomorrow's episode of Smell the Coffee. But that is it from all of us here in studio. It's all our love, all our light, and adios.